All right, today we're diving into one of the most ambitious poems you can imagine, Alexander Pope's An Essay on Man. It's this incredible philosophical epic that tries to answer a question that, let's be honest, has probably kept all of us up at night at some point.
And here it is, the big one. If the universe really does have some kind of grand design, then why is there so much suffering, so much injustice? Why is it so imperfect? Philosophers call this the problem of evil, and it's this exact thorny issue that Pope decided to take on.
So, back in 1734, you've got this poet, Alexander Pope, and he's got a seriously bold mission. He wanted to, and I'm quoting here, vindicate the ways of God to man. What does that even mean? Well, basically, he was trying to prove that everything that happens, even the really bad stuff, is actually part of some perfect cosmic plan. We just can't see the whole picture from down here.
Okay, so how on earth does he even start to make that argument? Well, it all hinges on this huge idea, a concept that was a massive deal back then, the Great Chain of Being. Think of it as his blueprint for, well, for everything.
So what is this great chain of being? Imagine a massive cosmic ladder. At the very bottom, you've got like rocks and dirt. Then you move up through plants, then animals, then us, humanity, then angels, and right at the very, very top, you have God. The key thing here is that for Pope, everything has its own special, unchangeable spot on this ladder. It's all perfectly ordered, all interconnected.
And this system, it's incredibly fragile. Pope puts it like this. From nature's chain, whatever link you strike, 10th or 10,000th breaks the chain alike. Basically, you can't just pull one thing out. It doesn't matter how small or insignificant it seems, a 10th or 10,000th link. You mess with one part and the whole thing comes crashing down. Every single piece is absolutely essential.
All right, so if you accept that idea, this massive, interconnected, unbreakable chain, then you're led to Pope's most famous and, let's be real, his most controversial conclusion. This is where he drops the mic on that whole problem of evil thing.
So you have the classic problem. If God is good, why is there evil? And then you have Pope's answer, which comes from this school of thought called optimism. Now, this isn't about just being cheerful. Pope's argument is that a perfect, all-powerful God couldn't create anything but the best possible world. So this world we're in right now, with all its pain and chaos, this is the best version. The things we see as evil or suffering aren't cosmic mistakes. They're necessary, unavoidable parts of a perfect system that's just too big for our little human brains to understand.
And this all boils down to one incredibly famous line. One truth is clear, whatever is right. I mean, think about that. For Pope, this is it. This is the ultimate truth. If you buy into the idea of a perfect creator and this great chain, then you have to accept that everything is exactly as it's supposed to be. It's a radical call for faith and, really, for acceptance.
Okay, so if we're supposed to just accept that whatever is right and not question the universe, then what are we supposed to do all day? Well, that brings us right to Pope's advice for humankind.
And here's another killer quote from him. Know, then, thyself. Presume not God to scan. The proper study of mankind is man. His point is basically a call for humility. He's saying, hey, stop trying to figure out God's master plan. Stop trying to map the whole cosmos. You can't. It's way beyond you. Instead, he says, we should focus on the one thing we can study, ourselves. Our own nature, our flaws, our society. That's our field of study. That's where we can actually learn something useful.
And he even lays out how he thinks we got here. Step 1, we started out basically like animals, right? We learned how to hunt, how to build shelters, all based on instinct. Step 2, then we developed our superpower, reason. This is what sets us apart. And step 3, we used that reason to build everything we call civilization, governments, laws, trade. We moved beyond just surviving. For Pope, this is our story. It's the story of humanity finding its proper place by figuring itself out.
So at this point you might be thinking, okay, interesting, but this is all just some dusty old philosophy from the 1700s, right? Well, what's amazing is that Pope's influence is literally everywhere. And I bet you use his words all the time without even knowing it.
I'm not exaggerating here. After Shakespeare, Alexander Pope is one of the most quoted writers in the entire English language. He just had this genius for creating these little nuggets of wisdom, these short, catchy lines that just stick in your head.
Get ready, because you're going to know these. To err is human, to forgive divine. Yep, that's Pope. How about a little learning is a dangerous thing? Pope again. Hope springs eternal in the human breast.
You got it. And of course, fools rush in where angels fear to tread. All of them, every single one, comes from Alexander Pope. It's like his philosophy is baked right into the way we talk.
So what's the big takeaway from all this? If you boil it all down, what's Pope's final piece of advice for us? It's this beautiful idea. Act well your part, there all the honor lies. He's saying the universe is like a giant play. You've been cast in a role. Maybe it's not the lead role. Maybe you don't even understand the whole plot. But that doesn't matter. Your job, your entire source of honor, is just to play your part as well as you possibly can.
And that leaves us with a really tough question, doesn't it? Is this way of thinking a source of incredible peace, a way to accept the world and find your place in it? Or is it a dangerous excuse to do nothing, a reason to accept injustice, to just say, oh well, whatever is right? Is it profound wisdom, or is it just complacency? That's the real puzzle of An Essay on Man. And, man, it's a question that's just as relevant now as it was 300 years ago.